this time, and let me take you back in time, September 20th, 451. The Roman Empire was frayed. It's unraveling. It's coming apart. In fact, the Roman Empire was neither Roman nor an empire any longer. It had split. The capital of the Eastern Empire was Constantinople, and it was wealthy and it was great. But the Western Empire under Rome was literally falling apart. And to add to that, there was this great general that had moved a massive army out of the east. His name was Attila, and he was coming with his Hun army. Attila, the Mongols, the Huns had crossed the eastern steppes of Asia into the western steppes of Europe. They were working their way across in to take Europe, just marching, burning, pillaging, killing everything in their path. And as they came through into what we know today as Châlons, they took the city of Châlons, they came down to Mons, from Mons to Strasbourg, they crossed over the Rhine, and they went into France to the city of Orleans. The Italians knew, the Romans knew that they had to somehow stop Attila, or he would sweep down into Italy and take Rome itself. There was only one man who was even remotely capable of doing this. He was Flavius Aetius. He was a brilliant general, and he raised an army, which was amazing in and of itself, that he could build an army with what was happening in the Western Empire. He goes to meet Attila outside of Orleans in the plains of Châlons. And he meets Attila there on September the 20th. He has this masterful plan of what to do. I won't describe the battle for you, but he has this incredible battle plan that he has drawn up, and it is very successful. In fact, they start the battle late in the afternoon of September the 20th, 451. They fight it's brutal. Any army fighting at night at that time was just brutal. You never knew who you were really fighting. However, he defeats Attila, the undefeatable Hun. Attila was defeated that night and withdrew from the field of battle. In fact, Attila dies a year later. He gets so drunk that his nose begins to bleed and he drowns in his own blood. Aetius lives on for 3 years. In fact, it was 3 years and 1 day. It was September the 21st, 454, when he was standing before the emperor Valentina, who was very jealous of Aetius. And as he stood there before this emperor, Valentina jumped up with a sword and whacked him in the head and killed him immediately. Valentina, the emperor, talked about how well he had done to save his empire from Aetius. And someone in the court spoke up and said, "I don't know how well you have done, but you have cut your right hand off with your left." Aetius was the last great Roman general. In fact, he was called the last Roman. The interesting thing is this about history, is that he won this massive battle against the greatest general and army the world had ever seen fielded at that time. And yet the empire was still crumbling. He could not prevent, even with an incredible victory, the empire from falling apart. It reminds me somewhat of the Mother Goose nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty, who had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put the Roman Empire together again. It was too late for the Roman Empire. It was falling apart. However, there is another king who fought another battle on another hill called Calvary, who, when your life has fallen apart because of the fall, He knows how to put your life together again. That King's name is Jesus Christ, and Paul says this, all the old things with him have passed away, and behold, all things have become new, and we are new creatures in Jesus Christ. This is just at this time.